The situation at Spurs is oh so wrong. It's all part of Phoenix and Levy's gone. A world-class stadium, second-rate team. Spurs are winning nothing under this regime. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Intense are filling their coffers to the brim. The football forecast looks so grim. Spurs last cup win in 2008. Unlike a proper investment, it's what true fans hate. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Intense are filling their coffers to the brim. The football forecast looks so grim. Spurs last cup win in 2008. A lack of proper investment is what true fans hate. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Project Youth, just another Levy feast. Dismantling Spurs history piece by piece. The stadium, just an entertainment hub. No true fan wanted this for our club. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Legendary Bill Nick would turn in his grave if he knew how the owners now behave. Corporate greed and no success. We need to work together to get our club out of this mess. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out. Together we need to shout, Levy and Nick out.
All right. It is the evening before the big match. Tonight is a night for you guys to come in, share your thoughts, be excited about the big game. Disregard that noise. That is the washing machine going. But we're excited. What are some pre-game rituals that you do? Tomorrow, I will be wearing to work. And soon after, this throwback jersey. I've only worn it a few times, but I'm wearing this throwback. This is the last time we won the UEFA Europa League, 1983-84 final. I will be wearing that tomorrow. Hopefully we can get in there. I mean, this is good. This is one of my rituals. But other than that, tonight you have your thoughts of who is coming in, who's starting, how the game's gonna go. And our first guest is Mr. KPV. What is up, my brother? We got someone else in the background. Stell's dry nightmare. As long as you have that camera on, because I kind of have to have that camera on. If I can see a camera on, that's the only rule I have. Is please have that camera on. Yeah, you gotta have the camera on for us to have your say. But KPV, man, like the old days when we used to have the late show, man, used to come on, bring that energy. It's been a long season, but tomorrow, we could be raising our hands, holding a trophy. The only time I've seen us hold a trophy is the Carlin Cup, and so that was a while ago, man. 17 years. KPV, your thoughts? What's going to happen tomorrow?
We're going to win. We're going to beat them for the fourth time. We've already beaten them 3 times. We have their number. They can't beat us. We're unbeaten in last 5 or 6, 7 games against them, and we haven't lost since 2022. So they can't beat us. We're going to do them for the 4th time, and Amorim for the 3rd time. Yeah, Amorim has already lost twice. We're going to do him for the 3rd, and that'll be 4 wins. So I'll be delighted. Let's do this tomorrow. We can do it, man. And I'm positive we're going to do it. Son to score the winner. And yay, he'll be lifting that trophy. And the captain, wouldn't it be nice seeing the captain score the winner? And yeah, it would be nice.
Oh man, KPV, I don't know if you heard my prediction on Monday night, and I said it on the post game. The the Villa post game. Um, I have us winning, not the prettiest game. I don't care how we win it. But I have Sonny scoring in the 79th minute, 1-0. Sonny scoring the winning goal, end his career, and we end the hiatus of not having a trophy. My prediction is 1-0. Sonny scores, and yeah, I'm with you with Sonny scoring the game winner. I,
My prediction, I've said it twice on Real Tottenham TV, Friday, Sunday, and Monday. I said 3-0, and I'm sticking with that. 3-0.
wow, 3-0 without
As it was at
creativity.
Old Trafford. It was at Old Trafford. 3-0. Mickey running past their defence again, as he did last year. One past the whole defence, set up Brennan Johnson, and yeah, we're going to win 3-0. And yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Then, yeah, I'll be in that parade on Friday.
Oh man. Well, I titled the show because though I have Sonny scoring, um, I'm going to say that this person, and if you can agree or disagree, I think this player is going to be very, very important. And I agree with you, Andrew Lloyd. I have Son coming from the bench to score that game winning goal. Um, big up, Andy Lloyd. Uh, for me, I've been saying the last 3 shows. For me, and I know Andrew, though he only did once against Everton, played the 3-5-2 because that 3-0 victory against United, we did have Madison, we did have Kulu. We don't have any creativity um, on, on Wednesday, tomorrow night. So I was saying possibly play a 3-5-2, but now kind of adapted. Maybe a 3-4-3 is more doable. Whereas for me, I prefer to have in the back Romero, VDV, and Danzo back there, and have I think the best creator on the field, Pedro Porro, as I put him on the title, him and Udogi down the flanks, and especially Porro just whipping it in with a front 3 of Charleston, um, Solanke, and Brennan Johnson. And then in the midfield, 2, if it's a 3-4-3, have Bentancur, right? Probably our second best pass on the probably on the pitch, along with Basuma, and then that is our 11. I mean, that's what I would prefer to see if we play a 3-4-3 with those guys bombing. Now, if we go a 3-5-2, then just put the whole engine. That is same formation, but the only difference is it's Solanke and Richarlison up front, and Sar, Basuma, and Bentancur in the middle. Um, because we don't have creativity, I feel that Pedro Porro may be the key um, on that pitch for us to have some form of creativity. What do you think about my thoughts?
I like it. I think it's a good idea. Like, if he does go with it, if the boss goes with it, then why not? Like, Poro can cross, and he scored a stunner in just 2 weeks ago in the semi-final, and why not? He can do it, and he can cross, and yeah, him and Adogi just in that wing, and go on, boys, and yeah, show them what real European champions do. United haven't won one for like 8 years, so yeah, that would be nice. And we've got this in the bag, and yeah, that would be nice to end the season on the high because the league's done anyway. Like, yeah, that would be nice. The thoughts are brilliant, and we've got this. So yeah, brilliant idea for Ange to hopefully he's listened to what you said and he better do it.
Well, big up Victor. Yeah, with Poro being able to whip it in the box, Richarlison, the one good thing we can say about Richarlison, he's great in the air. I wouldn't say great, he's good in the air. Solanke, but like I said, I mean, you're whipping it in, and who knows? Like I said, a Richarlison header, boom, we score, we go up, and so I feel that's the best approach that we should go, and also will help us defensively. Like I said, the probably the best player on the pitch, love or hate him, is Bruno Fernandes. We have to be able to contain him. The 3-5-2 I think will be better because we'll have Bentancur, Sarr, and Basuma in there because they got Kobe Mainoo, they got Bruno Fernandes, and then they got experience, another Brazilian, Casemiro, with Real Madrid stuff. So we need to be able to negate that. And so I've watched all the shows today where we press, where we play out the back, which I think might be a little bit suicide in regards to playing out the back. But United's press is not. I don't really think it's a catch-22 because I don't think all year we have played great out of the back. We've turned over the ball so many times. But then again, Real Madrid is no Real Madrid. Manchester United is not, like the greatest, pressing team in my opinion. Like it's not like we're playing against Arsenal or another team that presses real good, presses high. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting. And just gonna have to, he's gonna have to out coach Amarin. Amarin has experience, so it's gonna be interesting. Toxic has shot big up. We're not winning tomorrow night because of
Yes,
Ant.
you're toxic. Get used to
I,
it. You're winning.
I I'll just say this, Toxic, and you know me, you know my opinions in regards to Ange. I don't know if KPV has heard my opinion. I'm definitely Ange out, but tomorrow night this club has to pull off the miracle. It has to pull off a victory. I will be happy. I'll say thank you, give you your credit, and then June 1st, as the Don Paratici comes in, here's your papers, here's your compensation. We're going in a different direction. But right now, we don't want to think about that. We just want to think about tomorrow night. And if we don't win, yeah, it will probably be because of Ange, because of the tactics. I get it, but it's a one-off game. We gotta believe. We gotta hope that we win tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be wearing this jersey because I want to see a trophy. We need to win this game for the future for the club, or we'll be set back. Crystal Palace is going to be investing more money. They're going to Europe. Villa has a chance to play, Champions League again if things fall their way, along with Newcastle. Man, we could be left behind, seriously. And so tomorrow, and I agree with Sava, tomorrow is huge. It is a must win. It's going to be difficult because I'll be honest, KBV, in my head, I would say the advantage is United in sense, especially with the injuries. But that's why they play the games, KPV, you know, and it got to play. And so we got to hope and see what happens tomorrow night. Oh, we
Yeah.
got United trash talking here. It will be our funeral. Uh,
Nah. Goodbye, Ammo and Ball. You're not
uh,
winning.
if you guys lose, ooh,
We've already
man,
beaten you
we're
3 times, Ammo. See
okay.
you later.
No, we're coming for you, Amarin Ball. Oh man, I will be on all the United chats talking trash. Big up John George. As I said it before, I said it again. I'm a Mark fan, but thank you, my brother. Thank you for the love and support, and I thank you tomorrow. We gotta believe. I was singing last night. Journey, don't stop believing. And we gotta hope. Like I said, as a channel, people know what our stance is, and we still believe it. But when there's an opportunity to win a trophy, man, tomorrow, once kickoff starts, it's come on, you Spurs, let's get that trophy. Let's
Yay.
get the bling. Let's get the gold. Let's get it in. Let's bring it in. Let's you know, I know the regular season was dross. It was terrible. I understand that, and hopefully some action is gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow, man, if we winning KPV, I'm having drinks on screen. I'm having the rum. I'm having the Jack Daniels. I'm having everything. Yo, I got the foam cup ready. We're going to be celebrating. If we win tomorrow, I'm gonna have the drinks ready. It will be a party, and rightly so, and it's something that we need something good. Um, so yeah, I said a lot, but I not mentioned the formation and how that could counter what United is going to do. What are your thoughts coming in? What should Ange do tomorrow?
What should Ange do? He should maybe just do, maybe should play the right way and maybe just tell the players don't concede and don't make any silly tackles, no red cards, no controversy, no violent conducts, no silly tackles, and no, don't get injured again. Because then, if someone gets injured in training tomorrow, then something could happen here. But do not make any silly tackles and just stay on the pitch. Just make sure you stop them from coming past you and stop them from scoring and block every single shot they try and score. And you can all be man of matches and you can all be heroes and legends for the club. And do that, boys. Just do what, as I just said, do everything. No silly tackles and no violent conducts. Don't make any silly challenges because you can get a red card and not like you could miss Sundays. You could miss our final game of the season on Sunday. So hopefully you don't make any silly tackles, boys, and hopefully Ange will tell them that. Yeah.
No, I agree. And in relation, Stel and a couple of people are in Bilbao. He sent a video of what's going big up. We are Spurs TV. There was an embarrassing video of, and I mean, I'm American, but I've heard that a lot of countries in Europe don't like when the English come visit because there's always ruckus from the hooligans. The video is very, very embarrassing. It's United and Spurs fans fighting. Also, table thrown chair. Like it was not good. people, safety is number one. Safety is number one. No one needs to get hurt. No one, guys, it's football. Yes, be passionate whatsoever, but just calm down. Just calm down. No need for violence and stuff like that. You're here to enjoy a game. You know, Violence will just lead to nothing. And now, for those who caught fighting, CCTV probably in Spain, these guys are gonna spend, a night or two in jail and have to get bailed out. So it is embarrassing. People, it's just a game. No need to resort to violence. It's just a game. Big up Mark Swift. Yes, please hit that like, sub, get your super chats in too. Guys, this is an episode for you guys. I've already posted the link. I will post it again. I don't know how long we're going to go. I wanted to go maybe an hour, hour and a half. If we don't get nowhere else on, like I said, I'll probably do an hour max. But this is where you guys have your chance to have your say, your thoughts about the game. And so definitely, as long as you have a camera. That's all I ask, is as long as you have a camera. It's not saying we don't trust you, but as a YouTube community, there's just been many times where people have done some inappropriate things when they pop up their camera. So for me, I will only allow you to come on if you have your camera on. And so that is that. So, so here's the deal. And like I said, I want to focus on the positive and whatsoever. I know Ange made some comments about that he is not a clown, and so Ange and press conferences don't go too well. So it is it is interesting in regards to what happens after this final, win or lose. But yeah, and he wins this. In regards to accomplishments, he's going to get an accomplishment that technically, Pochettino didn't get, Mourinho didn't get, Conte didn't get, and Redknapp didn't get. The last coach was Ronde Ramos. And so, if Ange wins this tomorrow, what is his legacy, KPV? To you, what is his legacy?
What is his legacy? Like, maybe I don't know what to say really. I would just say, like, thank you for ending our trophy drought because, as you say, you're doing things in my second season, mate, and that's what he says. And so that's the phrase. And yeah, I don't know who always says, yeah, he's the only one because Sir Alex won every season, but not every. But so his legacy, like, if we win tomorrow, which yeah, we're going to then give him a statue outside the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, build him one of him holding a trophy, and give Son one. So the boss and the captain lifting it together, and I'll be happy. And that's his legacy. Like, thank you for ending our trophy drought because one day Ramos ended it after nearly 9 years when we won that League Cup against, I believe, Leicester when Ivan Nilsson scored. So, yeah, do that, Ange. But we don't want a repeat of the next season when he got sacked. Rande Ramos, we lost to Stoke and he got sacked. So we don't want a repeat of that. Just win the trophy and then you're gone. I'm Angel. I've said it many times. Angel, just win a trophy and then go. Go wherever you go next. Yeah, just win us that trophy and then goodbye. So thank you. But yeah, win that, then you're off. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know about too much about a statue. If they don't have a statue, if they have a statue of Bill Nick, which he should get the first statue, and Jimmy Greaves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but in the museum, I agree with you in the sense of we're agile 110%, but in regards to thank you, you got us this trophy tomorrow, um, and we want to thank you. If there's a Spurs museum, because I haven't been to the stadium yet, if there is a museum, you know, of course he will be along with you know all the trophy winning managers, all the trophy winning players and legends like Harry Kane to Jimmy Greaves to Janola to Klinsmann. Like there'll be his memory will be there, lifted the Europa, you know, in the museum. Hopefully, we'll get that at the stadium. I doubt it, as long as Levy is the owner. But yeah, no, that would probably be his legacy. Thank you for ending the drought. Um, and so, you know, thank you. And here are your papers. Here's your compensation. And go off to your new venture. You were successful in regards to this trophy stopgap, but now we want to bring someone who can now have us build in the league because my dream, KPV, what would get me in pure tears is if we win that league. If we win the Champions League, if we win the Premier League, and I want to bring in a coach who's going to build the building blocks, who has an understanding how the Premier League goes, because that's 38 games. 38 games. It's not, eight Europa League games and then six knockout games, 14 games. It's 38 games. Who can manage 38 games and get us to the best chance of success? And the closest thing we've seen to that is Pochettino. So, but that I think will be his legacy. Ending the drought if we win tomorrow, and for a dreadful season that it is, at least tomorrow and the next couple of days, couple of weeks, we can be happy. We can finally talk to our rivals and like, yeah, we won a trophy. You can shut
Yeah,
the fuck up. We got the blame. Right? Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Arsenal
oh,
can keep
you know,
quiet.
I'm gonna be like, shut up. We got a trophy, you know. But then June 1st comes, and I'll call him Don Paratici because if he comes in and says, "Here's your pink slip," in America we call it the pink slip, you know, bye bye, you know. we're bringing in I don't know Xavi or Glassner or whatsoever. That would be great. Amarin, who's in here, it is true. It would be for United. It would just be another trophy.
They haven't won.
Yeah,
They lost to Villarreal 4 years ago. They need to know this. They couldn't beat Villarreal. So
yeah,
nice
but
try, man,
they won
boy.
the
You're
FA
getting
Cup
close.
last year. They won the
Yeah,
FA Cup, which goes to saying they should have got rid of Ten Hag, but because they beat City in the FA Cup, they kept them, and so that's the danger that we don't want to put ourselves in, and so that's why we say thank you for the trophy, but you need to go. Now for United, this is just like I said, it, it, they're still kind of in trouble in that regards. But in their heritage, yeah, you're right. It's just it's small potatoes for them. For us, it's huge. It will be our third European trophy, more than the scum down the road.
yeah,
They're allergic to Europe. you know, uh,
yeah. They're allergic to you. They're
they,
allergic.
know, Arsenal and Europe don't go together. Um, but yeah, legacy wise, and we'll talk about it tomorrow more after the game. What would the legacy be? Now, if we lose, we'll lose. He's out. Honestly, he's out. But if he lose, even if he wins, it, the engineers have been. It's been interesting, but like I said, tomorrow, and I agree. Tomorrow, It's not Ange in. It's not Ange out. It's just Spurs tomorrow. It's Spurs tomorrow. But
Yeah.
um, but yeah, man, it's just um, he needs to go, win or lose. Big up Scott. Win or lose, the worst manager we ever had. Yeah,
Oh, nice, Scott. You got Harry Kane by Munich top.
yeah.
Nice one, Scott.
No,
Well
I
done.
no, I agree. He's the worst, and that's where he needs to go. He needs to go. Um, but like I said, if there was a museum, and I've been to the United Museum, I've been to the UK a couple of times, and I've seen, I've actually been to the National Museum up in Manchester. Um, there will be a mural of us winning the Europa League, along with the others. We've won 71. No, not 71. No, we won in
72?
yeah, no, we
84.
no, yeah,
84.
we won a different European competition when we won the double. Because remember, we are the first
Team
England
to win the
club
European
and
trophy.
yeah, to win in Europe. So, and that's a fact. They can never take that away from us and stuff. But yeah, if there was ever a museum, there will be, three Europa League murals. And, like I said, I got one right here, 1983, 84. Um, and so, but the enigma that is Tottenham, and, agree with Scott, he is the worst manager. Stats, it's a fact. Stats even prove it. He is like the worst, not in the Premier League era, but in in the the whole history of
Yeah.
Spurs. Because usually you get fired. Usually you get fired, but um, is Levy has kept them on, and points per game, like it is atrocious. It is atrocious. But this Europa League, you play who you play. Now we have the opportunity, along with United, to hoist the trophy. So, but it's yeah. Only at Spurs, right? Only at Spurs. Cold shot. If Edge wins this, the fan base want him to stay. Crazy times we live, and we learn nothing from Ted Hack. 100%. That's what me and KPV are saying. We should learn our lesson, and it's not good. You're automatically saying next season is going to be a wasted season. Um, for me, it is. So we gotta, yeah. But in all honesty, we need to focus about tomorrow. I've given my thoughts. Scott, I put the link. If you want to jump on, anybody who wants to jump on tonight, it's really a call-in show. Come in, share your opinions about tomorrow, what's gonna happen. You guys heard my thoughts. I'm going with the heart over the head, and so jump on in. I'll post the link again. Just have your camera on, except for Scott, because I know Scott M. He doesn't have to have his camera on if he wants to jump on. Daniel Griffins, and bringing the Sedge mentality to the game. Yep, tomorrow. So hopefully you manage to stay dry when at the United Museum. Yeah. Oh man, like if we went tomorrow, I'm telling you. Yeah, I might have others on the stream, but I would
Nah, we
have
need to cook Samuel.
mind,
Sorry.
mind you,
We're going to
KB.
win.
I follow the NBA, so I'm a huge Knicks fan. So we got a big game one tomorrow following the post game show. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be, yeah. Tottenham will get cooked. Okay. So Samuel is a United fan. Oh, hey,
See, Samuel, you're getting slapped.
yeah.
Yes, kid, we have Kane Barnes shirt in my avatar and in real life.
Oh,
Nice
he
one.
noticed that. Yeah, he does. Oh, he's pulling up a Dietrich's. He's pulling
Harry Kane.
he's pulling up a Dietrich's Kane. Yep, Kane. Harry Kane has won his first trophy. And Eric Dyer. We got to give a shout to Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer has won his trophy. Booth, Booth too. Samuel, go to bed. I agree. I agree. I like that. I like that. Samuel, go to bed. Yeah, go to bed. We got this tomorrow.
Yeah, we got this to do.
Yes. Cup Winners' Cup, 1963. Thank you, Spurs
So
King.
that's four then. That'll be our fourth European trophy then. That'll be
Yeah,
four.
yeah. It will be our,
Four.
our fourth one. Uh, oh no,
Another
hell no.
one.
No. But never wear a tight kit. No. But
Another.
but
Another.
but before he goes, Romero. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. If Sonny doesn't start, Romero's the captain, and Romero wins big trophies. World Cup, Copa America. Wouldn't it be great if he scores, a header? Poro whips it in, and he scores a header. It makes the difference. Oh man, that would be Romero going on top. That would that would make me happy. The Argentinian in me. So yeah, um, yeah. Big up to Norm 65. Um,
Tugging that guy in.
if David signs, I will get you a knockoff David Spurs kit. Actually, I'll be happy with that. Um, I know Scott knows. Jonathan David is Haitian background, which is me. So, like, um, yeah, Jonathan David, I'll be happy. Hopefully, he'll do well with us. Um, but he'll be better than anything that we have now. The man scored in Europe, a couple weeks ago, uh, before they got knocked out. Like for me, it will be a sense of pride. Um, you know, Jonathan David if he comes to Spurs, but I'll have to correct everybody. His last name's not David, it's David. So, but yes, I would gladly take a knockoff David Spurs kit. Um, yeah. Norm, indeed, you have. Both teams have been terrible this season. I think your favorites on players available. Well, hopefully we can carry the underdogs winning trophies this season. And yeah, no, I mean, the best player on the field will be Bruno Fernandez. You got to be honest. Bruno Fernandez have won trophies before, and he's the type of person who could take the game from the scruff between the two teams. Then you also have Casemiro, who has won everything with Real Madrid. Um, he has that experience. Who I worry about, KPV, is Dallo um, coming
Yeah.
down the flanks, and Poro is not known for his defense, along with Doji. Defense is not starting, so that's the problem. That's the reason why I want to play a 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. To be able to help out defense, but also have Poro concentrate offensively, going down the flank, creating, because we don't have any creators at all. Madison was our only one. Kulu have never really rated, you know, and so, but we don't even have him. Bergvall, last time I checked, not playing, and so for me, I I would like to see Romero, VDV, Danzo, Udogi, and Paul play as wing backs, Bentancur and Basuma, and our front three of Charleston, Solanke, and Brendan Johnson, and then super sub Sonny, and Sonny scores the winning goal, 1-0. Um, you know, that's my heart prediction. You know, yeah, because I would never a shirt from the club shop. Yeah, big up Levy out. Big up Kyle. Come on, you Spurs.
Uh,
Coach Shot says, as a Spurs fan, I'm going with 2-1. Man, you win. I think this game, lost KPV. I think this game will play into their system a lot better hit us in the counterattack. Go over my head on this one. Yeah, I mean, Coach Shot, man, my head says something else. I agree with you, Coach Shot. I'm going with my heart. 1-0. My head says actually that same score, that same prediction. So I hope the heart wins over the head. I really do hope the heart goes over the is over the head. Um, yeah, get Scott on. Yeah, I posted the link. If Scott has a couple minutes, I think I'm gonna just go 20 more minutes. I mean, I posted the link. Got 42 people watching, and come in, have your say on the channel. Whatever thoughts you have, just come on. Just have a camera on, and yeah, just have your say. Um, Muto says no chance. There are plenty of goals in the game. Um, it could be a crazy game. It could be. I mean, you have Onana who leaks goals, and then you have us. I mean, I don't know. I doubt it's gonna be. I've been here 4-3, 3-2. I don't think there's gonna be that many goals in this game. I'm just being honest. I don't think it is. 2-1 is more of a fair, I think, more conservative score, more realistic. 2-1. 1-0, I even think it is. But some people say 4-3, you know. Even going to penalties, I could see it happening, um but some people say 3-2, 4-3. I just don't see it. I don't know. I I just don't see it. Someone's gonna have to really. It would have to be really like Sonny, like playing his best game ever for Spurs, and maybe get an embrace for that to happen. And on the other side, like really Bruno Fernandez, shines because um, Ganacho, he's rubbish. He's not Argentinian. I don't claim him to be Argentinian. Ganacho, Harlan, um, Horland, I always have a hard time saying his name. Um, I don't rate him at all. Um, Dalo's the only one, I think can score along with Bruno Fernandez. Harry Maguire in set pieces and in the air. We're gonna have to defend him. We're gonna have to be very careful about him. As much as people make fun of Harry Maguire, this guy has a knack of scoring some big goals. He has a knack. And, you know, United, they have that heritage in their blood. They were going to be eliminated by what's that team? And I think that's the most craziest, probably the most entertaining game other than Barcelona Inter all season was, United, coming back in Europa. I'm forgetting who it was. Someone in the chat just posted up that game where it went to extra time, where I mean it was just unbelievable. Um, Let me type United Europa League run. I should know this. United Europa League Europa Long Run. Yeah, Diallo and Amano. No, Athletic Bilbao. They handled easily. It was who did they who did they play? My phone's acting slow. Was it Athletic Bilbao? Who did they play? Okay, I'm going to UEFA.com. And talk about the one. Yeah, it was Sociedad. It was Sociedad where it was just crazy. Like I thought they were gone, and they came back. Um, no, it was Leon. It was Leon. No, it was Sociedad. It was Leon. Yeah, now I remember because Argentinian uh, Armada scored in that game. Yeah, no, crazy, absolutely crazy. And so, um, and Maguire scored. So we got to definitely be good in the air. Thank you, Sabello. We got to be good in the air. We got to be good in the air tomorrow, um, because Harry Maguire could be a problem. Oh, Bryce, my brother, man, if you have your camera on, jump on. Mari, you sexy queen, love is so good. Will you be on in an hour? If so, I'll jump on with you. I'm just stuck at work. Okay. I might not be on, but Bryce, promise me this. Tomorrow's post game, if you could jump on, especially if we win, because tomorrow's post game will go late to the evening. Either it will be in victory with celebrating drinks, like come on with the camera, or tomorrow, ooh, it's gonna be. If we don't win, it's gonna be interesting. So win or lose, tomorrow's show is going. It's going to probably be 6 hours. It's going to probably it's slated to start at 10:30. I want to say. So it's going to go on way into the night. So um, if you can jump on tomorrow, but yeah, I don't think um, I'm gonna stay an hour. But we got to do the a stream together, brother. We got to. My queen loving brother. I need to get you on the stream. Um, Absolutely, it's a date. I'll dress up as a queen. Thank you, my brother. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. Um, Turkey, we need to get him to get him. Yeah, I would take Turkey. I would definitely take him. Um, it's a lot of places I would take. Um, we need a huge, huge, huge clear out. We definitely need a huge clear out. Any live streams from there tomorrow? Actually, I know Stell is gonna jump on with us from the celebration. So tomorrow's stream is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very entertaining. Spread the word. It will be very entertaining. We win tomorrow. Partay. Like I said, I have the drinks. Just everything. We'll go to Stell's live from Bilbao with fans and stuff like that. Craziness, craziness. We may have to be careful because people might be flashing, whatever. Just craziness. JP Iggy will probably jump on, and from their homes. Well, I think JP is gonna be live at the stadium. Actually, JP will jump on live from the watch party from the stadium. Then we will have the usuals. We'll have Dan of Sava after his watch along. He'll jump on. Michael. We'll have the whole crew, other people. It may be so unpredictable. We may even have some people who who don't even like the channel. I'm not saying names. Might jump on. I mean, tomorrow night maybe world peace for a week in the world. You not strippers, but we may have people who like don't like our channel, just jump on, like it's forgiven for a week and some because winning winning does that. So It may be a crazy show. Now, if we lose, oh, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be Edge out tomorrow night. Edge, get him out, get him out. We don't want him coaching Brighton, Penn Mason. It will go 6 hours that way. It will be crazy. I told you. I told you. I mean, it. So either way, tomorrow's night. Yeah, Dan, we'll have Dan on the post game. Not too long to go. I'll possibly too pissed after the game. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow's show, win or lose, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic if we win. Crazy celebrations, like I said, unpredictable people come on stream, or it could be the other way. And this is everybody caught. You were wrong. You gave up on the league. You focus on it will be chaos. And so every YouTuber tomorrow night, win or lose, Spurs and United, it's going to be crazy. And so it'll probably be a 5 hour stream, 6 hour stream, depending how it goes. But yeah, yeah. Big up Dan. Watch Spurs King. Dan was on there, and yeah, um, you're doing a great job. But still, big up Patrick. I really appreciate that. Stell is probably drinking. He's with some mates. He will be jumping on live stream post game along from Bilbao. JP from the stadium because there's a watch party in the stadium, and Iggy from home. We'll have Dan, Michael, the usual suspects come on whatsoever. Stell did see you got video coverage of that fight between United and Spurs supporters, which once again we don't condone violence. It's ridiculous. Now there are people stuck in a Spanish prison or jail cell, and they're gonna have to pay a bail. I don't know how bail works in Spain, if it costs an arm and a leg, but it's just But yeah, Stell's probably up, or maybe getting his beauty rest. But thank you, Patrick. Big up. And like I said, tonight I wanted a show for you guys. We just got KPV on. Posted the link. I'll go on for maybe 10 more minutes. Just anybody want to share their thoughts about tomorrow's game? What are you all drinking? Yeah, that's a good question. Put it in the chat. Just bought 2 tickets. Don't tell the wife. Big up, big up. Scott says, win, lose, or draw, I'll post my hands out and hit the like, then move on. Oh, big up, big up. Yeah. Matter of fact, my Knicks are playing tomorrow night. Probably the 3rd, 4th hour of the stream. So I'm gonna be having with my one eye watching the game. Tomorrow I would definitely I love Malibu. I like Jack, vodka. Definitely have drinks. Tequila, I don't think midweek. Probably not mix anything with tequila, you know. Um, but definitely I'll have some Malibu. I'll get some Jack, um, Johnny Walker, Black, maybe with Coca Cola mix with it, Um, but yeah, no, that's the drink style we'll have. Uh, Mari, can you get Hippie on? He will probably be not the unexpected person we'll have on. Um, but, I mean, it would be, I don't know, maybe Irish Hotspur jumping on. It could be, uh, what's his name? Uh, the Arsenal supporter. Henry Wright maybe jump on in, someone unexpected, maybe Sean Butler, jump on in. Like you never know what winning does, Um, but Hotspur Hippie coming on, I doubt that. Yeah, that would not happen. Rum, yeah. Oh, definitely, I will have rum. I would definitely have rum. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, crazy. I mean, crazy stuff happens, man. When you win, your worst, I don't know, enemy or beef, you know, squash for the day or two. I mean, get Sim on. Yeah, yeah. Well, get Sim on. You know. I mean, I saw his stream earlier, which was ridiculous. Him and Brains, like Brains, some very nice guy, but 100% disagree with Brains. His take was horrible. Um, Passionate plea to keep Ange with Sim. If they win the nah, no, 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 no. But Mar, you got your kids to support Spurs too. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, fortunately, we sharing the pain. We sharing the pain. Um, I'm not sure what would be more obnoxious: Sim after a win, or the sad excuse would come up when we lose. 100%. This is 100%. The excuses that we're gonna hear. Well, we're injuries. Just, just. If anybody saw, we are Tottenham TV 30-minute clip with Sim and Brains and Irish. I just 100% disagree. Disagree. Um, we do have a guest. Um, my boy Sabalo. Big up, man.
I'm good.
Um,
How's it, my?
we got about doing good. We got 10 minutes. Share your thoughts. You
Am
know,
I? Can you hear me good? Am I clear?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You are clear. You're
All
clear.
right, all right, all right. I just wanted to ask if you remember me at all from any time, like from Savage streams or your stream.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember you from Sava's stream, so that's why I saw the
Uh,
name and stuff. So yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah.
man. Yeah, no. I just had I wanted to know what do your starting lineup for tomorrow, and do you think we should give like the youngsters a chance? Like do you think there will be like a moment where we're gonna need a more, or a moment where we're gonna need like an Olisi, or like do you think we're gonna need like that surprise creativity or something? Like, do you think we're gonna need that, like, because
Well,
I don't think Son can handle all that pressure. We can't leave it all on Son. Like, we can't all hope for Son to have like that magic game that he had like against City in that semi final, and also in those other times where he's like, I don't know. I just feel like that Son is not there. That Sonny from 2019
yeah.
Champions League campaign.
Well,
I
and
don't think he's gonna show up tomorrow. That's what I feel like.
the first 10 minutes, I said this. Ange will probably not do this. This is what I would do, or maybe by surprise. Like I said, for Frankfurt, he did surprise. He went to a back three in the second half against Frankfurt. So for
Mm.
me, I prefer, first of all, Son to come from the bench. I prefer to play a 3-5-2 or more realistically a 3-4-3. In the sense of, I want to see Danzo, Van de Ven, Romero, then have Udogi and Poro. Poro be our main creator, bomb the flanks,
Mm.
to whip the ball in to Solanke, Richarlison, and Brendan Johnson. And then in the midfield, it's just two people, Bentancur and Basuma.
I just don't feel like he's gonna play the three at the back though.
No, no. But maybe during the game. Maybe during the game, If we're absorbing pressure, he may change it up. Or a 3-5-2 where it's just Solanke and Richarlison, but then you have the engine. Like I said, I don't really rate this midfield that well of Bentancur, Sarr, and Basuma.
Big
But
game for
say,
Benson tomorrow. He's gonna be like the only senior.
well, him and Romero
He has to step up. No, I mean like in the mid.
in the mid, yeah.
Oh, but there is Basuma though. But like,
And then I have Sonny coming in the second half and scoring the winner in the 79th minute, 1-0. You want Son for Pence, but I think he'll start. Yeah, we'll definitely want Son for Pence because a lot of people predicted we're going to Pence. So you definitely want Sonny there. Um,
Pence.
and that's my heart prediction. And I'm going with my heart because with my head, I think United has too much experience.
When was the
And
last time we kept like a clean sheet for 90 minutes?
well, like I said, as I said, back three.
Unless are
And
you saying
set
like
pieces, we're gonna
maybe it
have.
will be like 2-2 or 1-1?
I some people predicted 3-2, 4-3. I think
Because
both
because
teams are trying.
remember,
Both teams,
Mari, remember like we always like it's always chaotic when we play. Like when we play against anybody, like when everybody watches Tottenham because they know it's gonna be chaotic. So there's not gonna be any like stability. It's just gonna be like a basketball game, or it's not even a basketball game. Like it's either gonna be like a bloodbath for us, and it's just gonna be like it's gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be a normal game. It's never a normal game when we play now with Ange.
yeah. I mean, you got Onana there. He's always a gaff away. Uh,
Also him, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I just think this is gonna be low scoring. I think 2-1 or 1-0, and I went with 1-0 with my heart. My head says it should be United because they have a guy who could take over a game really in Bruno Fernandez. People shit on him, but you would want him on your team.
Mm.
He scores goals. It's just like, and he has experience beating City in the FA final last season. You know, and like, and then also too, you have Casemiro with all
Oh
they've
my God.
been.
5 times Champions League winner. That's a 5 times Champions League winner right there.
Yeah, Kobe Mano, I know it's been an on and off season for him, but you got Dallo, who I'm scared of, down the flank. But then again, Paul brings up a good point, right? Kept clean sheets to Bodo and Frankfurt, and
Oh my word. But those
and,
are
and,
like
and in that Frankfurt game, he went to a back three in the second half. He went to a back three, so it's not maybe too far fetched. Maybe I'm sipping on the toxic positivity juice. But it's not too far fetched. Ange, who in the in the league, he's stubborn, but in Europa, knowing that it's saving his ass, saving his bacon, he's not playing the Ange way and
yeah,
just mixing up.
I think with Ange, like he really wants this. Yes, like he knows that he's going afterwards. Like he knows he's going afterwards, but he needs this for his like he needs this for his like
TV.
what you call it so like what you call credential or whatever, or like reference, or like what is that, like some for some type of like thing saying, hey, I won like a major European trophy. He needs it for him, like his own credential. So I don't think like he's going to be stubborn. I think he's also going to kind of like be tread lightly and
Be
be
pragmatic. Yeah, we
mm,
hope he be pragmatic
yeah,
tomorrow. Yeah,
yeah, because he's also playing for himself here now. He's playing for his like for his you know
yeah.
for
I think
his
his
in
job is already done. And like Rich says, I'll be kind. He gets to attend their parade, right? We win the Europa, and then after the parade, we're like, okay, here you go. It was nice knowing
you
you.
think
Thank you. But we're
yeah.
we're Don Paratici's coming in. We need new blood, new tactics. We need you know, you
Who do you
know
who
it's,
do you want? Who do you seeing as our next manager like in the summer? Like to prepare us? Like, let's say we win the Europa League and we're playing in the like Super Cup in
Super
like
Cup.
in a month or two. Like, who do you want us to prepare us for? Like, when we're
I'm gonna
playing
be
like
hon-
PSG.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as some people like Xavi, I think Xavi may be like Conte in a sense of I hate it here. Smells like losing here. You know, like I think him and Levy are going to fight, and Don
Exactly.
Cathy is got to break up the fight. So I think for me, Glasner or Iriola. For me, I will go with Glasner as our next coach.
But
In my,
like, they're gonna want a hefty fee. I mean, he just joined like Crystal Palace and he just won them an FA Cup. Do you think Levy's gonna like wanna settle
he's
for any fee?
paid before. He's paid a hefty fee before. So I mean, you know, yeah. He's
Mm.
gonna have to, bite the bullet. Pay, give a compensation to Ange, say bye bye, thank you, and then pay that hefty fee to Crystal Palace or Bournemouth, together. You know, like I said, I like Xavi, but I just because I remember how Xavi left Barcelona, and Barcelona is his club. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And he was with odds with,
I thought there was like a mutual like a mutual understanding. Like why they I thought it was like a mutual with the club and him. It was like, yeah, 1 year contract anyway. It was supposed to be 1 year.
yeah.
I don't think there was a fallout. Was there a fallout?
I think there was a bit of fallout. I remember reports of there's just some things that Xavi wanted to do that was a difference with the Barcelona board with Laporte and what he wanted
Uh,
to do. And I just feel that we might see that at Tottenham. Because history shows that everybody from Mitchell and other sport directors to coaches, you know, they've had fought. The only one that has not publicly fought with Daniel Levy is really Edge. And that's what we call him a yes man. Because
oh yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah, he's definitely yes. But you know what? I told Trevor the one time. The thing is with Ange, like he doesn't have like a huge this huge credential. So I think like he had to like this was his biggest club. He had to be a yes man. Like come on, like I'm telling, if you had an opportunity to coach like one of the big six clubs in like one of the big six clubs in Premier League, of course you're gonna be a yes man. Especially if you like come from small like leagues. Of course you're gonna be like a yes man. I would be a yes man if I was in his position. I don't blame him.
and the money that you're getting, you're not gonna
Yes,
get that
exactly.
and
Yeah,
unless you get a bigger job, which I don't think Ange is gonna get a bigger job. I hear some of the Ange and people say, "Oh, when he leaves, and he gets a better job. Better job from who?
exact. No, this is the best job that he's ever like. This
Inter
is his peak.
or AC Milan or
No
like
ways, no
even
way.
Europa. I don't think like I could see it maybe I don't know a Lille, a Lyon, you know,
Ligano once said he's not even gonna be coaching at like second division of like La
yeah,
Liga or Alche or something. He's not even gonna be coaching that.
yeah.
Like nobody's
No
gonna
other
want him.
league, no other Premier League team is gonna call him. You know,
Like
they
I
talk.
think he's gonna go.
His tactics are.
Do you think they might want him back in Japan or like maybe Saudi? I don't even think like
Yeah,
they would want him. I don't know. But I just wanted to know your lineups. I'm just stressing tomorrow really because I feel like if I have a bit of hope, oh my word, they're gonna break it. That's why I'm still like 50-50, you know? I don't want to I'm not too fully engaged with this Tottenham. Like I haven't watched any of the league game this whole year. I've only been watching Europa. Um
brother.
but
There's not a jersey. There's not a kit. Like this is like really the first time. There's not a player on this team that would want to have a kid have their name. Look at this. This one, there's no name. There's no name.
I feel
And
so disengaged with this
rightly so.
team.
Rightly so. There is no one like on this team that I'm like I would put. their name on the kit. I'm like, nah.
By the way, I thought Eze was coming. I thought Eze was coming already, like to our club. I
Well,
thought it was a done
apparently
deal.
Ed doesn't like Eze, which that's another reason why I'm out because his
Cause
talent ID. I I I've been begging for Eze, begging, and some of the fan base. Oh, he's overrated. I'm like, what? Are
who's
you?
saying that? Who's saying that? Who's saying that? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Those
and
are rage baits.
people they'll be like, "Oh, Olderberg, oh, tell, are you effing crazy?" Eze has proven it. Him or Elise has proven it in the Premier League. The kid
I
is
don't.
clearly
I
talented.
don't.
You know,
I don't,
I mean, yo,
I don't
you know the saying, right? You know, especially, um, and I have we married into Jamaican into the family, and but there's always the term on the pitch you have to have a bad man, a bad
exactly.
man, and we always had a. Well, as long as I support Spurs, we had a couple bad mans. Start with Jermaine Defoe, you
So
know,
as a
Eze
bad man,
bad man,
bad man.
bad man. We ain't got no bad mans on this team, man.
That's true. I get you.
Not
I get
one
what you mean.
bad
I get
man.
what you mean.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah, I
like,
can't think of a guy that you can say, ah, that's a
bad
bad man.
man.
Would you say Romero though? Like I feel like Ramirez has that bad man aura. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
sometimes.
defensively. But I'm talking about going forward, man. I'm like, we don't got no bad man here. You know what I'm saying? Deli Ali, the first 2 years, man, he was a bad man, man. I'm walking
Uh,
the barber shop, Spaniards, right? Real Madrid fans, they be like, that Deli Ali, we won him. We won him. You know? Oh, Sonny when he was,
mm,
Jermaine Defoe, man, that was a bad man.
I don't.
And we don't have any bondmans, man.
Do you think
Brad
we'll ever get? Do you
Johnson.
think we'll ever get?
Hmm?
Do you think we'll ever get again like another like quality type of player like that? Like
Man, I don't know. The talent ID, the scouting has been horrible.
because
I mean,
that's
we
why I
got
also
Wilbert, we got Tell,
Tell
we
needs to get
got
out of my club, man. Tell needs
Johnson.
to get
And I know
out.
Johnson scored
Nah,
goals.
you know what? You
Uh,
know what? Johnson, I have to like give my flowers to Johnson, man. He's like Inzaghi, like he's bad at everything, but he just knows positioning. Like he will always be in the correct spot.
correct
Like
spot to get that tap in. Yeah, yeah.
to
Uh,
get that happen. And like, yeah, fair enough. Like I don't want him to be starting next season. Yes, but I do want him in my squad to be fair. You know? Like at least like just
well,
be
you
on the
do know it's
bench.
going to be 10 plays on the pitch. It's going to be 10 plays on the pitch because if he's not tapping in goals, Brennan
Dude.
Johnson does nothing. He doesn't track back. He doesn't help on the defense.
No.
His passing is atrocious. Like he does nothing, nothing for me. Um, it's just. No, I agree. We
He's
have to
he's the
fix
opposite of a bad man. He's like a softie. He's like got like a fucking like
Brennan
dog as
Johnson.
his
He's not
wallpaper.
bad man. No, he's not a bad man. No, no, no.
No
He,
opposite. Like that's what I'm saying. He's like a opposite. Like the like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We need a proper bad man on the team.
You
And
know
man,
the pies like that now in Brazil. Have you seen the Brazilian league? The pie is being that bad, nasty. Like he's being that. He's like he's
yeah,
him. Man. Have you
that's
seen how nasty he is now in the Brazilian league? Like he's like a like he's like he's being physical. Like he's like bouncing off all
well,
like
look at
guys.
Anthony and Betis, right? Chelsea doesn't have an easy
Yeah.
game. Anthony, Lo Celso, Isco, uh,
Oh yeah,
Ben
yeah, 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 yeah. Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea, yeah, yeah,
Chelsea,
yeah. Chelsea needs to look out,
man. I'm like, yo, where was this? You know,
and they've got a
unleashed.
good
Ten
They've got
Hag
a
has
good
not
anchor
built
there
up.
on the center back, Boruto or something. That's a good defender.
Yeah,
Boruto, something like that. I
Ten
think it's
Hag
Boruto.
had Anthony locked up like Akon. He had him locked up, and he
Yeah,
got a new leash of life at Betis. You
yeah,
know,
I don't know. I think it's just a smaller club, so like not less pressure. So I think if he was going to go back to a top six club in England, he will struggle. To be honest, Or do you think he's back? Do you think, are you joining the United fans saying he's back? No, I don't think he's back. I feel like you'll see him next season. He'll be back to normal. He will like underperform.
Yeah, I mean it's like Jadon Sancho. Sancho went on loan to Dortmund, got them to a final. It's just certain places flourish for certain players, and some places just don't. Just plain and simple. You know,
Mhm.
Robert, big up Robert. Put up an interesting point. You know, Brent's issue, similar to Gorkas, who's now maybe going to Arsenal, pre-Coventry issue. So who knows? I mean, we'll see. But
Is it true? Is it true that Arsenal is linked with Rodrigo? Because that's scary.
yeah, but they'll have to. In my opinion, they will have to sell Partey. Like they will have to give up a big contract to be able to bring him in because Real Madrid is going to ask for the moon and the stars. They're not giving him up for 50 mil. Like they're, I'm hearing 80 to 90. That's what I'm hearing. And
Dude,
so
so
if they
Arsenal is
get
not.
if they get Gorkas, they play the release clause for Zubimendi. Arsenal don't have that much of money to bring all those players in, and they got to bring in a quality winger because yeah, they bring in
Mhm.
striker. Well, yeah, it will have to be Rodrigo. They're gonna have to sell, Thomas Partey, who technically was probably their best midfielder. So I don't know they got that type of money, Chelsea type money, to be able to make that to make that move. To be honest, I don't think they have that money.
I'm not gonna lie, they're moving like a big club, man. I mean, even though I was laughing at them last week, I mean, I was hate watching them in the Champions League. The most satisfying hate watch ever, like when against PSG.
Yeah. Agnes, who's a big Arsenal fan, said a lot of our players are leaving in the summer. Yeah, probably Partey.
Wait. Yes, yes. Perfect topic that I actually wanted to mention. This guy just reminded me. Why is our fan base being cucks and just letting Romero walk away to Atletico Madrid? What's up with that? Like, why are we just letting him walk away? Like he
I
is
just
one of the
think
best center backs in the world. Like, yes, you'll get like Sava and them like
this.
come back and clip me on this, but he like we can't just let him walk away just like because he hasn't have fallouts with Levy because he spoke out and said that the board is not doing enough. Yes, that's like should be saying stuff like that, man.
I honestly, I just came back a couple months ago from Argentina. It's time. It's like when you're dating a girl, when you know the end is coming, you just have to, while you can still get. It's time. It's time. Romero, his expiration date with Spurs, and mind you, I mean, I like Romero, but I've had to
Yeah, he
be
treats us as
very
like ticket.
honest. I've had to be very honest about Romero. It's time for him to go. It'll be better for him to go to Atletico. Atletico will give us 70 mil.
Why, Murray? Why is it because his loyalty is at Argentina first, then it's us?
Well, it's just that maybe he just hates losing. I mean, he's surrounded by winners in Argentina. He hates losing.
Fair enough.
He has been a part of because he's made many mistakes, but I just think it's just time. It's just it's like I said. I use the analogy bad relationship. I just think it's a relation. It's like Rich says. I just don't think he wants to be here. And when I get that's the feeling I got from people from Argentina. Like he feels like he's better than this, and so
Um,
he just it's time. He has to go. He has to go. And mind you, like I said, I love Romero, but this year I can't defend him, and it's well known. And like I said, I spoke to a lot of people in Argentina.
wouldn't you say though, like if we lose him, then we're just going three steps back? Because like if we want to build a team that's gonna be competing for the league, shouldn't we be keeping him? Like instead of losing him, then starting over again and I'm saying it's three steps back. It's like moving one step, then moving three steps back. Like then where's another type of quality, type of elite defender we're gonna find just like him ever again? Especially with the budget that we're gonna have now. You
And
know,
no, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like I said, this season hasn't been, in my opinion, his best season. There've been many gaffes, but part of it too is just the attitude. And I agree with Rich here. It's going to get real ugly. Like one thing beef I've always had against Spurs, we don't know when to get rid of players or when to move on with players. I think, honestly, this is the time to move on from Romero. I know I get what he's saying, but we have to. We have to. It is. It's time. And it's like I said, he doesn't want to be here. He wants to play in Spain. And when you
mm,
have a player who who has that mentality, it's not going to be. It's not going
that's
to be.
the
It's not going to be good. Um, and so yeah, yeah.
like if he's not as good as I think, then why do what you mean? Why is he linked with all these big clubs like Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid at one time? Like
Well,
I think
no.
um
You bring an excellent point. I think some of these teams. Part of the reason is Tottenham. The crazy high line, the defensive structure. There is no structure, and so I honestly, Romero go to Atletico. It's going to make them even better. He's going to be playing with his compatriot in Rodrigo de Paul and Acuna. No, Acuna's not there anymore. Um, but there's a bunch of Argentinians in that club. He's gonna feel like he's at home, and also Simeone is not gonna like Scaloni. He's not gonna play for that bullshit. He's gonna keep him in line and whatsoever, and so it's better for his career. And so those teams, there are certain teams feel like, yeah, we can handle Romero, but Spurs, we can't. We just can't handle him. We just can't anymore. So that's probably the number one reason why I'm like, okay, we need to move on from Romero and stuff like that. I don't think if Ange is here next season, I don't think Danzo's gonna do great. Well, he's doing great these couple games. I think it's a patch. I don't think any defender does great, truly great in the Ange's system. You're
that's
going to get hurt. Like the whole injury excuses. Like, did you see what he did at Celtic with injuries? You're always going to have injuries.
mhm.
Last
Why
season,
was his injuries bad at Celtics?
this season it was even worse. Next
How was
season,
the injuries at Celtics? How was his? I don't know about the injuries at Celtics. Were they bad also?
yeah, no, there are a couple of injuries. The only difference is Celtic is the best team, and
Yeah, yeah.
so they were able to handle it. But here in the Premier League, it's a different animal. It's a different story. And so, like BDV, it's not if he stays healthy next season, he will go down. That's a fact. VDV will go down because what VDV has to do, you know. So it's, people cry on injuries, you know, with
Especially in Premier
combination
League.
first having historically bad physio along with and system, injuries will be a problem next season. And then we're playing Champions League. So you don't think 16, 17 is not possible next season? It is. I'm being real. It is. The only difference is the Champions League, you're not going to play Bodo, Glick, Akmar, whatsoever. Now you play the big boys. You can't have a couple. You play the Real Madrids, the cities, the Bayerns,
Leverkusen.
the Inter Milans, the PSGs. You're not going to cupcake your way to a Champions League final. No way, no how. And he used that as an excuse 2 weeks ago. Oh, with the schedule, like one year he says we play less games, one game a week. It's not good. Now this year season, oh, we're playing the Carabao. Yeah, there's a Carabao Cup, and between Carabao Cup, Europa, and the league and injuries. I said next season, if you win this competition, you'll be playing the Champions League. What do you think it's gonna happen? He's a walking contradiction. Like he, uh, I don't even want to get mad. 'Cause, like I said, I want to stay positive for tomorrow.
He's going though, right? He is going, right? He is leaving. afterwards, right?
From all the sources, Patrick is coming in, and that's not his guy. It's Scott Munn's guy. And
Why do
Land.
you keep on mentioning Paratici, Mari? Because I thought Paratici went to AC Milan.
No. That fell through. It didn't go through.
What really?
Yeah, Patrick is coming back. Patrick is coming back.
Oh, I haven't seen. I haven't seen. I haven't seen. I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
Patrick is coming back.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. Okay, that's nice. That's good. That's good
yeah,
news.
yeah. Most of them hamstring injuries. So injuries will be a problem next season. It will be. It will be a problem. Big up Bryce. He says, check out his injuries and problems in the J League even before Celtic. They were just as bad. Yeah, yeah. The injuries have always been a problem, but the insexuals they overlook it. Oh, but yet when you mention Bournemouth and some other teams who have just as many, well, uh, well, they got better players. Well, did you rate our team fifth, fourth in the beginning of the season? Like,
Mm.
everything's a contradiction. Everything is a contradiction with our fan base. But tomorrow night, if we win, it goes in the back burner for a couple of days or for a couple of weeks because we win a trophy. We're going to Champions League. And that's what makes the season so crazy. For all the stuff that I've just been complaining about, tomorrow
It
we
will
win
be out. They'll be gone if we win.
tomorrow. And, I'm drinking rum, tequila. I'm celebrating.
Yeah,
Stells
but
and
if we
Bombay.
lose, it's,
Other than
I haven't.
Paratici
I've.
coming in June 1st and sacking him. I mean,
I feel like a lot of us, some of us. Well, I don't know if it's also the fan base is feeling like this way, but like I feel like our hangover hasn't hit because we're all relying on this Europa League, and I feel like if we lose tomorrow, that hangover from the league of doing so shit in the league and like doing nothing in the Europa League is going to hit us so hard. I think like we've been coping so long that we've been like, it's okay. At least we're in the Europa for so long that we've like not really like taken in that we 17th in the league, just like literally under the relegation teams. I feel like a lot of us haven't processed that. And I'm only starting to realize that it's going to be such a hangover if we lose tomorrow from everything. And I'm going to be so depressed for like a month. Like I still haven't processed it yet, but I know I'm going to start processing it soon. Like
I,
if we
I,
lose.
I'll tell you this: tomorrow there's two outcomes. We win, we win. All right, win a trophy, and everybody across the board celebrate. Okay, we got a trophy. But now, is it paper over the cracks? Because there's people in the fan base. He is old next season, and I'm just like, you sure you want to do that? You sure you want Ten Hag or a Ronde Ramos situation? Because basically, you're basically conceding next season. You're conceding. I said this many times. You bring Ange, if he's coaching August 1st, you're basically conceding the next season. Champions League, we ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna just be nuts. There's no Bodos there. The domestic cups, you don't have an easy one. You're gonna run into the Chelseas and stuff. Those teams are going to get better. Everybody knows his tactics, right? He's been outcoached by low-level teams this season. It's not going to get better next season.
It's too
And,
easy for the
right?
team for
So
the
that's
managers.
so that's the dilemma we have. But in my heart of hearts, it won't be a dilemma because Paratici is going to get rid of him. And like the board is upset of what he did in the league, so I think it's gone. Now, if we lose, we are F in the sense of where we finished. We lost money, finished 17th. The Premier League places, we lost money, not have Champions League money, right? What players are now going to definitely want to come here? We had a hard time getting players anyway, right? Now the new manager, because he'll be fired, will have to deal with the rejects that he has. Who's going to buy
Oh my god.
Brennan Johnson for 50 mil? Who's going to buy certain players that we have on the team? Like it's going to be bad. So those are the two. These are the two uh, um, dilemmas that that we have. Winning, but with winning we got a trophy. But with losing, man, and then you thought it
Mm.
was nasty. Oh, this man, you supported him tanking the league and just focusing on the cup stuff. You're gonna hear it. You're definitely gonna hear it from our channel because
Mm.
we've been criticizing, the Simon Yimenans of Twitter world and and came from the lane and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm naming them, because they I don't agree with their views. And we mentioned Sim earlier. Oh, Sim probably have to go into hiding from screaming because everybody's going like you. So I mean, like I said, is a huge. Tomorrow is huge in regards to Spurs in the last couple years. This is a huge, huge moment. It's a huge for both clubs. For both clubs. But the only thing I said with United, Amarin doesn't have his players.
Oh
So
my god. Do
so
you think? Do you think? He,
Amarin will have to get. To be fair,
Mar,
we'll have to have a summer
Mar.
win. Yeah,
Do you think Levy is in some fancy hotel in Bilbao with the boys, giving them gifts right now, like watches, like Rolexes, engraved stuff? Do you think he's doing? He has done that already. To like
yeah. He
doing it
did it.
tonight.
Final. He gave watches and stuff. I mean,
No,
I
but
hope.
I'm saying is, do you think he's doing it right now or today, like or yesterday? Like, do you think
I
he's
don't think
doing
so.
it?
I don't
You
think
don't
so.
think so? I don't know, man. I feel like he's already like they've already been doing champagnes and already for like, oh, we made it. Or do you think he also wants to win this? Like he's also like, nah, we need to win this because I see Levy. Levy's always watching our games. He goes to our away games. He like I think he also like really wants to sh- like he also really wants this, even though like people might say, he's
I'm gonna give.
he's a cancer in the club, which I agree. But I also think he wants this. Like he's also passionate about winning. But it's
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
gonna give Levy. I'm gonna give Levy a lot. It's weird. 110% Levy out. I'm gonna give Levy credit, and I don't know this for sure. I've seen his face. Like he knows, and you hear the reports from the board. The board is really unhappy with Ange in the Premier League run, and really they're smart enough to know that he's been outcoached by lesser coaches, and now it's like, okay, we're using you to get us this Europa League trophy, but we're gonna sack you because we can't have another season. Mind you, the bulk of the games is the league. 38 games.
mm,
It is the league. It's not like he finished eighth and won, the trophy with 17th. Levy knows, and the board knows, they cannot have another season where there is 38 games of just dross.
and the
Another
Europa League.
EPL, no, another EPL season of just torture. You just can't have that. And maybe I'm giving Levy the benefit of the doubt. Like they can't have enough. And I believe the reports they have been looking since April. So I just win or lose, I think Ange is gone, and like I said, Paratici's coming in. It's going to be mute. Paratici's going to bring his manager in. He's going to bring his person in. Win or lose.
Probably bringing some Italian mafia
I don't
don.
think it's Italian. I think it's going to be. I think he's going to keep it English. I think he's going to keep it English.
Probably bringing Claudio Ranieri or something.
Yeah, that I don't know about. I don't know about that. Uh,
That's what like. I feel like that's what he's gonna do. Like he's gonna bring in some Don, like some like
Yeah,
some some Italian or Spanish. That's like has ego, like egotistical. Like he has an ego. Like whereas I wanted at least that Dortmund manager Tottenham, from the one that got them to the final, that got Dortmund to the
yeah,
final. I think he
yeah.
would have been perfect for us.
I heard that name, man. But if you're him, you're thinking situation like this. This team, there's a major cleanup that needs to happen. I'm being really honest because what style do we truly play? There's a lot of people I want gone from this team. In all
Yes,
honesty, like there's a lot of people. You know, it's not 17th bad.
starting with Toad, starting with Werner's out already.
I predict us eighth, and I don't, and for a reason. I don't think it is. Yeah, Lucky say.
But we
Yeah,
do also have a lot of potential, though, Mari. Don't forget, we have
no,
like
no. We should
nah,
go
that
for
guy's that
Derby.
guy's trolling.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Deserby, yeah, but I'm hearing Deserby is hard, difficult to work with. And like I said, you gotta think of who could work with that. No, who knows? Who knows? But I just want to get some last words. Um, Once again, for those who just jump in, my prediction for tomorrow, I'm going with my heart. I have to go with my heart. It's a one-off. Um, I have us winning 1-0. 79th minute, a game winner by Sonny. He cuts in, hits a curler, and we win the Europa League um, tomorrow. Um, yeah, I'm basically saying we miraculously keep a clean sheet, and that's how I see tomorrow's game. Tomorrow, um, my head, like I said, really United should be able to win this game, but I'm going with my heart. I think Tottenham's going to win 1-0, and there will be a party. There will be a party. It will be the most unattractive game. Both teams are bad. And so, yeah, that's my final prediction. Any last words?
Um, yeah, I just like I don't know. I just keep on thinking we've been here so many times, Mari, and like at like this time I'm not getting too excited. I'm still like kind of I'm still thinking about. I've been thinking about it the whole like past 2 days. Like, can we actually do it? It's written in the stars because all of these teams that haven't won in so long, like, and there's some teams that are like winning for the first time in their history, like Bologna. And you get like Newcastle, and you get Crystal Palace, and you get
Dallas.
others, and you're like, damn, it's written in the stars. But like, oh man, but like Spursy, like, it's. I just feel like also the fact that we beat United already like 3 times this season, when it matters, football heritage will always win. And I feel like, like they've got winners in their team. Like Casemiro has won like a UCL like 5 times, so he knows what to do in these big stages, like in this last game, like in this
All
like
of
he's
their
been.
players, except the new players this season, have won. Luke Shaw, they've
Yeah,
won trophies. They've won.
this is why I'm like I can't be. This is why Murray, I'm like confused, or like I'm puzzled. Why are you saying like we're just gonna score and then we're just gonna keep it tight? We're gonna keep it clean.
I think because in the Europa League, for some reason, like the Frankfurt game, when we get the lead, we've gone pragmatic. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm correct because Edge is Edge. He's as stubborn as a mule. So I'm just saying I'm going with my heart and saying that we win 1-0 because we go pragmatic. We'll take the lead and then we go pragmatic. So, if I went with my head, I have a different prediction. I'm being honest.
Okay,
If I go
okay,
with
okay, okay.
it's a different prediction. If the prediction, if I, it should be United 2-1. Goals by Harry Maguire and Fernandez. If I go with
Okay,
my, but I'm going with my heart. I'm going with my heart that says that we're
yes.
gonna fight and just gonna be pragmatic, and that Sonny's gonna be the one who bring us glory and scores a goal. So I'm going with my heart. My heart says 1-0.
I feel
Um,
like Son tomorrow will be non-existent. I feel like yes, he will maybe contribute to maybe an assist, maybe, but I don't see him being that big guy tomorrow. I feel like it might be Johnson that saves us, or Solanke that gets or that saves us, or
I
just
don't care
gets
who
us through
scores
to
as long as we win.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Romero, Poro, I, I'll take. I'll even take Tell Olderberg, whoever scores, as long as we win. You know,
I
uh,
hope Tell doesn't. I hope Tell doesn't start.
uh, well, like I said, it's unpredictable with with uh with Ange. It's
I don't know, Mari. I'm gonna be twisting and turning. I don't know about you. Are you gonna sleep? Like, are you gonna sleep
uh,
nice?
well, I'm gonna be twisted turning twice because my Spurs play tomorrow. My Knicks in the
Oh,
NBA.
the Knicks.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
if the Knicks will win, apparently New York is gonna become Gotham.
oh man, yo, it's so we've been celebrating like crazy. It's not even the finals, so I'm just like very pessimistic. Like so, tomorrow is going to be a crazy, crazy day for me between the Spurs and the Knicks. It's just it's going to be it's going to be
What a year! What a year!
crazy. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. So I like sleeping. Well, I've been watching. Usually, been watching Mobland. It's a real good show. Mobland.
Mobland.
Yeah, it's with it's a British show, but it came out in America just recently. Mobland, starring Prince Pierce Bronson, Tom Hardy, yeah, and Mirren, a lady, great actress, Mirren. Really, really good show. If anybody wants to show Mobland, if you like mafioso shows whatsoever, Mobland is a really, really
Oh,
entertaining
it's got a good
show.
rating. I'll try it.
Yeah, Mobland. It's very, very good, very good. British comes out with good shows. I love Top Boy. Top Boy was my show. Uh,
Top Boy is good.
yeah, Top Boy was good, and so I think the same producers um, doing it, but Mobland
Have you
been
watched The
watching.
Sopranos?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I watched The
It's-
Godfather like a million times, one, two,
Oh,
and three.
Godfather's good. Godfather's good.
Johnny Brasco, Goodfellas. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, so that's like
That's what I'm
mafioso.
asking. Or
Yeah.
have you watched The Sopranos? I feel like Sopranos is like the best
Sopranos.
mafia TV show
Oh yeah.
like ever made.
Sopranos, anything. A Canadian TV show does mafioso from Montreal. I mean, I've watched all types of uh, mafia, and I lived in Italy for a while. I lived in Naples, which is the
Oh.
birthplace of the mafia. So yeah, I just love watching those programs. So if you don't have a show to watch, those on the streams and the chat.
Wait, is Naples close to like Sicilian, where the Godfather came from, like in his family? Where did they come from again?
Yeah,
What is it called?
yeah, Sicily. Yeah,
Sicily. They're
yeah,
close.
yeah. Godfather, one of the greatest movies.
Good
Um,
movie.
yeah,
Good movie.
yeah. Yeah, and then Scarface. I don't know. Just watch Narcos. Like I like watching crime drama and stuff. So, but yeah. But I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
late night snack before I go to bed. Well, no, I'm gonna watch a couple more episodes of Mob.
Imagine this scenario. Imagine this. Imagine this scenario. That's maybe in like I think 2 seasons time we can have that gold badge. Because look, if we win the Europa League and then we play in the Super Cup against maybe Inter Milan or like PSG and we win them, that get us a place in the World Club. Then in the World Club, I mean, okay, now there's more European teams, so it might be harder now to win that competition.
Well, the Club World Cup goes by 4-year coefficients. I mean, it will help us for the next Club World Cup, which is here in the United States. I'm actually going to go a couple of games. I'm going to
But
go
like,
see Boca.
can we get in if we win like in the
No, you
Super Cup?
can't get it. The last two teams that they decided will be LA Galaxy and Club America. Club America is a historic, the biggest club in Mexico, and
Mm.
has produced talent like
No,
um,
but like Murray, I mean like for like next season, not for this one obviously because it's too late for this one. I mean like for
I
next
don't know.
season when we qualify.
World Cup. You have to win for the 4-year ones. This coefficient for the every year ones. You have to win the Champions League. So this will do nothing in regards to Club World Cup, other than coefficient points
Mm.
next Club World Cup. And yeah, Inter Miami is there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to see Inter Miami a couple of games as well. Going to the Orlando, Miami, and possibly the Atlanta games. And so to watch the Club World Cup in the
Come on,
Premier
does
League.
my Inter Miami deserve to be in that tournament? I feel like they just made up like a they made up a thing so Messi can be in it. They just like tweak some few things like to
Yeah,
enter
I mean
the.
they did win. They see. Well, don't like about the MLS. They have playoffs. They did win the points title. They did win the points title, and so that's how they got in. You know, because they won
You
the
see,
points title. So I get what you're saying, but they did win the points title to be able to get in, and they decided it because they get an extra spot because it's being held in the United States.
do you
But
watch
then,
MLS a lot?
um, honestly, only to see certain players, but mostly like
No.
Inter Miami because Messi's there, um, and stuff like that. Oh, Brandon, I'm about to end. I was gonna put the link, but I'm about to end right now. But but check out the show tomorrow. But we've made our predictions, and tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow this is what I'm gonna be wearing. This is the last time we won the Europa League, and
Oh,
yeah, and we've been wearing this with pride.
where'd you
And
get those? Like online?
yeah, online, man. I ordered it, paid the top dollar for it.
Jeez,
And so yeah, man, this is
it's nice.
throwback right here, man. And so I'll be wearing this tomorrow, win or lose, and
Some of us only know AIA. A. We don't know nothing else.
yeah, also
HP and AIA.
yeah. So that's my attire tomorrow, and so yeah, man. So I'm gonna end the show with a I gotta hold this up. Come on, you
Yeah,
Spurs!
let me. Should I get my one? I'll get it tomorrow.
All
Should I get my one? But
right. I'm
thanks
about
for having me.
to. Well, come on, you Spurs! Let's do it. Let's go. Come on, you
What do you
Spurs!
say? Thanks for having me, Murray.
Oh, definitely. All
It
right.
was a pleasure.
Do it again. We'll do it
It was
again.
a pleasure.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away.